Good morning, guys. Sorry, my dad just texted me and I was trying to read it. Today, I got a couple things to do in the morning. I got to go to hand therapy, see what they could do with this thumb thing. It's moving a little more, but like that goes that far, and then this thumb literally like does a lot more. So it's still not 100%, but it's trying to get better. So we're working with that. So far this morning, just getting me some Bitcoin news in, and I do have some car parts that I was gonna lay on the bed, but I haven't done that yet. There's just so many car parts here in my closet that I'm kind of too embarrassed to just even show you inside the closet. It's just full of shit. So I'm gonna pull some car parts out and lay them on the bed, and I'll show you what I have and what I want to do today. At least I have more to do, but I can only do so much in a day, especially when I have like no tools here. So we're gonna have to run to the storage unit or something one of these days coming up. But for now, let me throw some parts down and I'll show you what I got. Okie dokie. So I guess we'll start right here. These are the Paracord handles. These are the handles that go above the rear doors and above the passenger door. And then there's an extra because they were sold as a pair. These are A-pillar handles for, just to replace the handles you have on the A-pillar. A couple bolt holes there, and it's actually pretty nicely made. I'm not gonna lie, the hooks are from Amazon. You could buy 10 of these hooks for like $12 on Amazon, but I don't know how to wrap paracord like this. I'm sure it's pretty simple and easy to learn, and I do have paracord in the truck, but I don't know how to do it. So I just bought these from it's called YotaTwins, and they were like, I don't know, I want to say like 20 bucks for the A-pillar handles. And these were probably about the same. And then these are the seat poles that go, they bolt into your rear seat, and then it extends your seat pole, so you don't have to try to dig between your seat to try to get your seat pole. And then this, if you don't know what this is just a seat backing Molle panel. It's a 17 by I want to say it was 17 by 24, so 17 wide and about 20 something high. It just goes on the back of your seat. This strap right here straps into the top holes, and then it'll strap around your headrest, and the lower strap here will go through the lower holes, and then it'll wrap around the lower part of your seat. And these are just hook loops that you can wrap in between here and then tie something down. Wasn't sure what I was going to use those on yet, but I don't know, I just figured I'd grab them anyways while I was ordering stuff. So for the door handles here though, we're going to ignore that, use some of these ARP bolts here. I want to say these are one of the bolts for the A-pillar handles. Correction, these are 20 millimeters long, so these are going to be for the actual roof handles. The A-pillar handles need a shorter bolt. Those we're going to use 16. So you can see that 16 and 20. If you try to use the 20s in these, they'll bottom out. It just won't tighten all the way. So, but if you're curious to see what they look like with the bolts in them, of course that would happen. It's hard to do this one-handed. Alright, that's what they look like with the bolts inside of them. So they're going to look good in the truck. They should last a lot longer than the other handles. Not that the other handles are bad or anything, but I already actually removed them. As you see here, I removed my rear view mirror because I don't really care who's behind me. I know you're required to have one, but I've never had an issue in any of my cars not having a rear view mirror, so not worried about it. If I get a ticket, I get a ticket. I'll just pay it. I don't care. I did remove the handles from the A-pillars and the other handles off the truck too, so there's no handles in the truck right now at all. Been waiting for these. So yeah, we're gonna go and try to get an 8mm 12 point because all my tools are in storage. So I'm gonna run to Home Depot and grab a socket. After hand therapy, we'll get to installing this stuff here. Okie dokie. Alright, I am now at hand therapy. Lock my doors, and I'm gonna get inside the building and go do my therapy, and then after this we'll run to Home Depot over here and see if they have a 12.8mm socket for these damn ARP bolts. So I'll be back. Man, look at that Toyota. What a nice looking truck. Grab my keys. Jeez Louise, got my hand all taped up here. I hate when they do the tape on my arm, but always messes with my tattoos, man. Alright. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I had to remove the carpet. Front, back carpet is gone. Let me jump up in here. Alright. So we're gonna head down the street to Home Depot, which is like right down that way. So let's do it. Let's get out of here. Alright guys, well apparently Home Depot ain't got it either, so I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do now. So all I'm looking for is an 8mm 12 point socket, and apparently that's too hard to find around here, which sucks because I know I have one in my storage unit. So tomorrow looks like we're going to the storage unit to install these handles that are all missing out of the truck. So I guess I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, I just got home and it looks like I got a package. So let me flip the camera around and we'll open this package and see what we've got. So let's go ahead and open this up here. I gotta be careful with my hand, but okay. Nice. So there's one and number 2. Alright, I got 2 bags here. They're both the same bag, they're just different colors. So let me try to open this one. Alright, here's one. And the other one's black. Alright, 2 3V gear bags with Molle straps on the back so I can strap it into the truck on that Molle panel. So there's that, and then here's one that I'm gonna use like if I go camping or something, I need somewhere to put my toothbrush and my clothes and all my little stuff. But this one's gonna be for my first aid kit, which I have sitting over here. Right, so this is a couple zip ties. Other than this, which is not first aid related, this is all fire kit. You know, a striker, waterproof lighter. This one has tinder in it, and then this one has waterproof matches in there. But all of my medic gear is from my medic. I have just a whole bunch of random stuff in here. I don't know, let me see. I don't know, if you're interested in seeing the first aid kit, you can leave a comment below. It's a whole box full of my medic stuff and a couple other random things that I threw in there. So there's all that, which is going to go in this black bag here, and then it's going to go in the truck. So let me fill it up and then I'll show you where I'm going to put it. Okay, so before it gets too hot, I'm going to go ahead and install this back panel and the first aid kit in the truck. So I'm gonna set my camera down over here and I'll show you how to do this. Straps down, seat bottom. Alright, I'm gonna start with the headrest straps. Alright, you gotta unbuckle them first. Lift this guy up. Throw the strap in. Okay. And then these are going to go into the top straps. Okay. So send her through there. Pull her back up into here. Which way do I want it to go? Yeah, go like that. And then I'm going to send her back in through there. Should be able to pull it tight. Put one more in. And I went the other way. How did I just do that? See, now, now I'm putting them in backwards. I forget how I just did it. I literally just did it. Why are you messing up? Oh, fucking dork. Now I got it on backwards. Man. Of course, now I'm gonna struggle after I just... The first one went on so perfect, and then I'm over here looking like a dork. I'm just gonna pull them all the way tight. I really don't know how far they need to go down. So, let's clip that on. I'm gonna clip that on. See, it really doesn't need to hang down too far. So. Go ahead and grab the side straps. Basically the same thing, just unbutton them and attach them on. I'm gonna go the front one around. Squeak. Front seat's a little leafy. I might actually do it different on my truck. It's supposed to go around the seat bottom, but I don't necessarily want someone sitting on it, so... So what I think I'm gonna do... I don't know, let me try it and see. It's supposed to just go around the seat bottom and come back to it. I just don't want someone sitting on it all the time, but if it looks like it's going to be comfortable, or it feels comfortable, I'm going to try it out first. And If it feels comfortable, I'll probably just send it, see how it is. But I don't want someone to be sitting up front and like be uncomfortable the whole time. So they got one on. Look, that one went on the first try too. And then this one I'm gonna sit here and struggle with, I guarantee it. Yeah, already on backwards. Okay, got all of those on. Now just buckle them up. That one and this one, and then pull it tight. It's on there pretty tight. I need to tighten these upper straps. Make sure I have them all locked down. But that's on there now. And this is how the front strap looks. The front strap goes around the back, but it's actually not that tight. So if you just sit back on it, you might not even notice it. So let's go back around it. And I'm gonna put my bag on here real quick. Got the bag mounted at the bottom. Couple open extra spaces right there, which I'm going to reach back here and grab some of these Molle pouches that I have sitting up here. I'm gonna put those on there too now, so give me a second. Let me remove these. Okay, I got those two on there. I am gonna buy another one of these and put it right here for my fire starting kit, because I don't have my tourniquet yet. My tourniquet's still on the way, and it's gonna go in the side pouch, and all the little fire starting stuff that's in there, I'm just gonna put it in one of these on the side right there. And then up here, I don't know what I'm gonna do there yet. But other than that, this thing's on there pretty freaking good. Doesn't move around or nothing. It's on there pretty good. It does flex a little, but it's plastic, not metal, so that is to be expected. Other than that, looks pretty good. Seems to be working too, so that's what I got in there. And then later, we're gonna do those handles. So we're gonna drive, you know, those A-pillar handles right there, that one and that one. And then there's another handle right there, needs to be put on. So we're gonna drive to the storage unit tomorrow. We'll do those tomorrow when we get to the storage unit. But for now, before it starts getting all hot out here, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Pretty freaking early, because I plan on getting there before it gets warm. Tomorrow's only gonna be like 70, but you know, I like to get stuff done early, so they locked me out of the house. Interesting. All right, I guess I'm going in the back. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. All right, guys. Well, I forgot to record myself this morning when I left, but I just got to the storage unit. There's a trailer. I got a couple things in the truck that I need to put in the trailer, and then I'm gonna go over to the storage unit and we'll get some of this stuff put on the truck. So let me grab my keys. It's been a minute since I've been in this thing. I might use that. Let's see. Let me grab my keys here. Man, it's been so long. There go my keys. Holy trailer. All right, let's open this all the way. All right, let me pull this down and get this done. All right, good to go. Okie dokie, guys. In the storage. As you can see, we got the Chevy, the heavy Chevy, and then back in the corner, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's the blown tea bucket sitting in there. It's got a 350 with a 671 blower on there. It's a 1923 tea bucket. It's a Ford with a Chevy motor in it. Pretty funny, but it's a badass car. Fucking thing will pull wheelies on the highway. You don't even have to try. But I'm gonna put some stuff in the storage unit here, and then I'm gonna start working on my truck. So give me a second. I'm gonna take this jacket off too because it is freaking hot already. Yeah, give me 1 second. So I know that the door handles are gonna be at 8mm, and we're gonna go ahead and go with a 12 point since we're here. That's why we drove all the way down here just to use my, look, see that? Snap-on. Oh, it's kind of hard to read. Snap-on 12-point sockets. Weird because no one else sells them, but there you go. I got snap-on wrench too. I just literally am just like dumbfounded that no one in town sells a 12.8mm socket. I drove around so long just to find a dang socket and I couldn't. But let's get up in this truck and install some of these handles. There's a lot of trucks here, man. There's a truck on the trailer right there. There's a badass Dodge. I think it's got a Cummins in it. It's fucking nice. Let me turn around here for you. I'm gonna start with this one right there since I'm already right here. It's gonna be one of these 4 handles. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these ARP bolts. 1, 2 of those. I'm gonna grab just one handle here. And let's see, throw a bolt in there, throw a bolt in there. And before I do that, I have, since they're stainless steel bolts, ARP recommends you use their assembly lube, just anti-seize, but I think I have some in the shop already opened because I do so much ARP bullshit that I have stuff already. Like, these are my favorite bolts, so I put them on everything. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Even stuff that doesn't need them gets them. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, right there. Got a full ass bottle of it. So instead of opening that bag that I think I left in right here, instead of opening this, I'm just gonna use what I already have. It's already opened and it's a lot more. So we'll save that. We'll use this. And yeah, let me put you back down. And let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess, because that's not what I want to do. There is some on this. I'm going to try to put it in without touching anything. Because I don't know if you guys have ever used anti-seize, but if you touch anything with anti-seize, it literally gets everywhere. Don't fucking touch anything with it on. Okay, more on there. That's probably too much, but I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, now my wrench, put on. There you go. That's one handle on there. Whoop. There you go. That's on. Now I'm just gonna go over to the other side and see what we can do. So let me get the other couple on and then I'll be right back. Got the handles installed here, if you can see. There's one. There's the other one up there. And then there is two of them on this side, since it has the 8-color handle and the oh shit handles right there too. They're very stout. They're in there pretty good, so that's cool. Not sure why my camera's not working. Here you go. So that's that. And then I also have this over here. It's just a steering column cover, but there's a couple little things in there. So this is a black steering column cover, not tan. Like mine is tan right now, but there's also some Toyota parts. I bought these 3 screws from Toyota because I'm missing those 3 screws, and then I bought these clips right here. So the 3 screws that I'm missing are the 3 screws that hold this in place. The 4 screws that it comes with just bolts it together, but I was missing the 3 screws there. And these, I broke them when I was removing my radio not too long ago, and they're the pins that go into here. So that won't be doing that either no more. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these 2 clips in there and have 2 extra. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove the column cover and go ahead and add this one. And it does have the light. There is a light somewhere, so right here. The little light cover, the glass cover. So I'm gonna add that in there, right there, and then I'll put this in here. Let me go get a screwdriver. Screwdrivers. Holy screwdrivers. I'll go with that one. Alright, let's go. I think I'm all done. Got the tools loaded back up in there with the rest of my junk. I need to remember to put this new lock on when I leave. I got us a new lock. And yeah, we got the handles done all the way around. And then if I come up here to the front, let me turn it. So I installed the new steering column cover. Doesn't move at all. So you can see it's got all new bolts in there. This thing's solid now too, so everything's good. Put the clips in there, doesn't move at all. Everything is good. So yeah, I kind of like the handles too. They work great. So happy with those. So now I'm just gonna grab this and I'm gonna go double check on the trailer before I leave. Just chilling over there. So I'm gonna go check on the trailer and then we're gonna be out of here. Missed a couple of these old screws. I don't want to step on them or nothing. I'm just gonna throw them away with the rest. In the garbage bag so I can get rid of my trash. We don't have a trash can here, so I'll take my trash out of here. Alright, let me set my keys down. I'm gonna lock this place up real quick. So this is the new lock. It's got these fancy keys with them. Blue keys here, so let's see. Key goes in the lock, unlock it, then you can pull the damn, once you unlock it, you just pull the, Jesus Christ, pull the pin out. Close the door all the way. I gotta put my phone down. Give me a second here. Struggling. Jesus. All right. The new lock isn't gonna work. The way they have this stupid door handle built, they have this, it's like flared out here at the end. It doesn't go around it. So we're gonna have to use the old one. Of course. Why would it work, right? Alright, we're gonna have to use this old piece of junk. Fuck, I gotta put my phone down. I just got back in the truck. It's starting to get hot, so I'm gonna book it home. And then, yeah, I'll see you when I get home. Alright, guys. Well, I'm back home and kind of relaxing now. But on the way home, I did stop and I made 2 spare keys from these Toyota keys that I had laying around. They are the black, let's see, the ones with the black rubber on them. Let's see, this one. Toyota. So I had 2 of those made. One's a spare and one's gonna be the one that I use. But yeah, that's the last thing I did for inside the truck today. I have some more stuff coming, but it's gonna be a little while. So yeah, maybe like a month or so, a couple weeks. But yeah, we're gonna do some more stuff. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye-bye.